Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing this here package that I got from this website called Temu. So Temu is, from what I've seen, Temu is has some similarities to websites like AliExpress. So I wanted to try out want to see what sort of thing I could get from Temu. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So the packaging itself, it's just a delivery envelope package. As a matter of fact, it's already opened, and the actual thing is inside the package. Just like this sort of white package thing. Turning it around, I did remove the address labeling thing. I did have the address label removed, but there is this other label here that shares more details with this here package. So the product name is just a building block toy. Not really much going on in there. It does tell us the manufacturer, which is interesting, and other things like the locations and stuff. That's neat, I guess. But with that, let's get this open. Well, it's already open, but you know what I mean. We want to show you the contents of the box. So let's go ahead and dump this out and set that aside. And here it is. This is another one of these off-brand Lego sets sort of things. Yeah, looking pretty good so far. Now, as per usual with a lot of these off-brand bootleggy Lego sets, it doesn't really come in its own box packaging like Lego sets would, or really a lot of things normally would. Rather, this stuff is just in the envelope or in a package. So here's all the parts and stuff. We can start off with the instructions, which actually does show us what these parts can make, and we have this right here. Now, on the instructions, we have this. Now, on the front of these instructions, we do have this really nice. Got this really cool looking build right here, as well as a second a alternate build, which I honestly didn't really expect when getting this. I saw this and thought, oh, that looks when I was during the I guess in the advertising images, they must have either forgot to include the second mode, or I might have forgot about it. But after seeing the alternate build, that's actually pretty a pleasant surprise. In terms of what exactly is this, or who exactly is this, my best guess is a Journey to the West character known as I believe the Bull Demon King, or Demon Bull King. And I guess that because that's kind of what it says up here. Bull Demon King. Which was interesting. Not exactly not exactly what I think of when I think of the Demon Bull King, but hey, it still looks pretty cool. Now turning this around, we do get another look at the two builds. Yeah, we get like a nice look at the secondary build, as well as another look at the like primary build, I guess. And down here we do get like little like advertising. We do get a little like these illustrations that show off some of the features in the sets. Like it shows off like some articulation in shoulder pads. It shows off, I guess, it's showing off articulation in the bull mode. Shows off that this like mace weapon sort of thing can rotate, and it also shows off like sizes, some sizes for approximate sizes for these guys. So I can bring that in closer and show you that. Very neat, I guess. But something else I'm actually kind of surprised with: the instructions. Because the instructions actually feel pretty good. Pretty good quality compared. And here's another surprise. It's an actual like a Lego style booklet rather than those like rather than something you would see from like other bootleg sets where it's just like your instruction things and you just fold it out and to like a poster thing and just takes up so much room. And this is nice. This is nice. The pages feel good. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's also stickers and stuff in here. We'll take a look at those later. But yeah, like, not sure who this is. Now, whoever this little minifigure guy is, he pretty much shows up in like all the pages. But yeah, aside from that, we do get some really nice, nice high quality instructions. And you know what? I actually think that this might. I think that this actually might be like the best like instructions I've ever gotten in a third-party Lego sets. In a like off-brand Lego sets. Like these instructions feel really good. Like possibly even better than the Invasion from Under Evo Walker instructions. Yeah, like these feel like nice. Like this feels like on par with like these feel on par with like Legolas instructions. Yeah, very nice. But enough about the instructions. Let's take a look at the other contents. So, dropped out of the instructions, we do have a sticker sheet, which has like these stickers and stuff for the details and things. Very nice, as well as a few like these bonus sticker things that aren't part of the build. They just come with these stickers, so you can place them somewhere, I guess. Again, it's more of these like little like a mini figure headed people. Not exactly sure what or who they are. I guess that's like an advertising thing for like this manufacturer of off-brand Legos. But yeah, like you got the sticker sheet, looks pretty cool. Has a nice it is a lot of stickers. It's a larger amount of stickers, but hey, the stickers don't. Yeah, like the stickers. They don't feel like cheap. They do feel. The printing quality on them looks nice and all that. Very nice. Then we have this, which on a first glance you might think that these are just more stickers, but you'd be surprised because from what I could tell, you you're supposed to tear these off completely. And what these are not stickers, but in fact, these sort of cloth pieces, I would guess. After removing these, we can just set this off to the side. We got a couple of these. We got a couple of the smaller ones, and this one it's the same size, but it has like these extra protrusions out on the side. You're supposed to poke the holes out. I'm just not going to do that. Well, I'll do that for one to like show off how that process is done. Yeah, very interesting. And like this side comes with like these little like cloth pieces. And in case you're wondering, the printing is the same on both sides. It has printing on both. Has this look on both sides, so you don't have to worry about one side looking plain and paper cutout looking. Yeah, like these, which are neat. And now, with that, let's now actually get into the parts themselves. And so already, without even opening any of the bags, I am seeing some interesting differences from what I usually get from a off-brand LEGO unboxing experience. For example, brick separator. Yeah, this set comes with a brick separator, and it's not even like LEGO's brick separator, though it is very similar. Here it is next to LEGO's brick separator. It's a little bit shorter, and it does have a different handle shape. But like all the like functions, all of the like main functions that this brick separator has, this one has as well as what possibly seems like another function with this connection hole right here. Interesting. Has like a different grip. I wonder. I am like quite used to this sort of grip, but I wonder how this one would. I want to try this one out. Let's see how this one fares with brick separating. Yeah, like fun inclusion. But also we have these. So what these are these are like the gold chain pieces that these are like the gold chain these are like the chains that LEGO usually makes. But here they're not only separated out in separate links, but they're also on sprues, which some might consider this to be some might consider this to be a lazy move or whatever. I honestly don't mind. I'm okay with cutting parts out of the sprues and stuff. Like this, I don't mind. But it is interesting to see them put these use sprues here. Interesting indeed. It is definitely not how LEGO not how LEGO molded these pieces. LEGO molds these chains in a very specific way so that when the plastic is molded into the mold, they do it in a specific way so that all the little chain links are all in together, so that when the mold opens up and takes out the part, it's already pre-assembled. it's all molded together without having to be actually molded together. It's actually they molded so that the links are attached but not molded together, and it is a very weird specific process for that specific Lego element, and it's rather interesting. But this is still neat too. And with that, let's go ahead and open up one of the bags. So in here we have, what is it, 5, 6, 7 separate bags. Let's go ahead and start with, we can start with this one right here, which is the largest bag and has the larger pieces in there. So we can just cut this open, set that off to the side, pour out the parts. So now let's take a look at the parts in here. Very interesting. Already we do have these two pieces, these two large cone pieces, which I guess will be used for the mace. Cool. We got your 2x4 brick with the 2 ball joints on either side, and we also have 3 of these. We have 3 of these, which are, we have 3 of these 2x2 bricks with the socket joints, with the CCBS socket joints. And they're the sockets are designed in the same way as the socket joints. Let me just bring you a comparison real quick. Okay, so here is the part that came with this set. And here is the Lego variant, and you can see that they're pretty much identical. So that's pretty neat. So you got 3 of those in here, I guess. I was expecting more, I would think. Got at least a few of these. Got 6 of these parts in gunmetal gray. That's really cool. We also, whoa, that's nice. So we have a couple of these brackets which come in gray, this light gray, which is pretty normal. There is a little bit of different molding up here along this upper lip thing. Then that's different from Lego. We got a couple of them in black, a couple of the same brackets in black, but we also have a couple of those same brackets in translucent orange. This looks amazing. Translucent brackets. Wow. That's cool. That is cool. We also got a couple of these slope bricks in translucent orange. We got 3 of these circular pieces. They are molded a bit differently than how Lego usually does it. Got 3 of those in silver. Got, how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 length axle in light gray. Cool. I also got 2 of these Nexo Knight shields in gold, as well as at least 2 of them. 2 of them in gunmetal. Also got these joint connector pieces in gunmetal. Got 2 of those. There's a lot of gunmetal in here, which is interesting. Got a couple of these pieces in gunmetal. Got a couple of these pieces in gunmetal. We got this 3x3 in gunmetal. Got some wedge pieces in gunmetal for both sides, 2 for each side for both the left and right. Or left and right. Yeah, I know how that works, I think. Got 4 of these kind of slope pieces in gold. Got these sort of hinging pieces. 2 of these like hinge pieces, under hinge pieces in black. And the rest of these are your various simplistic parts. We got these parts right here, which are in gunmetal, and these parts right here, which are just in black. Yeah, very simple stuff. Very, very cool to see these in gunmetal, though. A lot of gunmetal so far. More gunmetal than I honestly was expecting. Let's take a look at this bag now. So, opening this bag, moving parts off to the side. How did that get there? Ooh, we got some interesting pieces in here. First of all, we have 1/2. We have 3 of these left of one side. No, 4 of the one side of these hinge pieces in gold. Nice, nice. I like that. Got 2 of these pieces in gold. Very cool. And do I have a gold? Oh, didn't think the. Hold on, I'll be back to bring like a little size comparison when it comes to the gold. Okay, I just want to show this because I honestly got curious with this. So here I brought a couple of gold pieces of various colors. And so here's the gold that here's the gold that comes in this set. This is the Lego's official gold. And it's honestly like a pretty close match, to be honest. Obviously it's not perfect, especially not in person. But if you have like a bunch of like gold, a bunch of both of these gold parts together, you can. If you have like a bunch of gold parts together of both variants, it's honestly hard to note. It's honestly like could easily pass. Like this could easily pass as like Lego's gold. Very nice. In comparison, this is a type of like gold I've seen in various. And at least a couple of various other like bootleg off-brand brick sets. And even compared to this, weirdly enough, it also matches. It also like, again, not perfect, but still like matches with this like bootleg gold. Wow, that is interesting. So, the gold featured in this set is honestly like some sort of shade of gold between Lego's official gold and this sort of bootleggy gold. This is sort of like the bridge to connect it to make the. That is interesting. That is actually really cool. But enough of that. Let's continue on. We have 2 of these in gold, which is really cool. Got cheese slopes in gold. That's nice. That is nice. As well as 2 of this side of piece in gold. Ooh, these pieces in translucent orange. That's interesting. So we got two. So they all seem to be only one side so far. So you got 2 of them in gold, 4 of them in this translucent orange, and a bunch in gunmetal gray. Like, how many in gunmetal gray? Let's see. 1, 2. A bunch of them. You get a ton of these in gunmetal gray. Like 4, 8, like 9 of them in gunmetal gray. And need I mind you, all of this is only one side where the tippy like corner end is facing towards the right, which is odd. But that's not the end of this. We also have these 1x2 jumper plates in both gunmetal and translucent orange. There's a lot of these interesting recolor pieces in here. That is really cool. But not only that, we got these. These are actually pretty interesting. So you got like how many of them in here? Not sure, but like, look at that. Oh, one of these in black. A black jumper plate. Wow. That's some weird. Yeah, this weird piece, which is not a piece that LEGO usually makes. It's sort of this sort of really thin plate that has stud connections on both sides, but also bar hole connections between hollow stud connections. Got 5 of those in black. That's really interesting. Also got a bunch of another unique parts. So you got like, what is it? 4 of these pieces, which is basically just a thicker square and only 1x1 stud variant of this piece, where it has studs on both sides, but it is also the thickness, but it is also the thickness of one plate. Got 4 of those in black. Got a bunch of these kind of bracket pieces in black. Yeah, those are going to be super useful. Got 4 of these like hinge sort of pieces in gunmetal. Got 2 of these double clip pieces in black. Did I say yellow? These are gunmetal. Okay. Thought I said yellow. 2 of these in black, in addition to the 2 gold ones. That's cool. More interesting cheese slip pieces. 5 of these cheese slip pieces in translucent orange, which is not particularly new. But we also have a bunch of these gunmetal cheese slip pieces in gunmetal. So you can count up all those. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those. As well as 2 of them in black. I also got this sort of rounded piece. Not my first time getting this. I've gotten this in white before, but it is cool to get this in silver. We also got 6 of these sort of rounded corner tile pieces in silver. as well as 3 of these ingot pieces in gunmetal. So that's cool. I need to pick up the pace a little. Keep going with another smaller bag with smaller parts. And keep going here. Oh my goodness, there's even more interesting pieces. Man, this is going to be a long unboxing video, isn't it? So we got a bunch of these pieces, which once again, more pieces that that Lego don't usually make. So it appears to be this 1x1 plate thing with a hollow stud connection, but it also has 2 studs on the side. So it's a snot plate. Like, yes, I've heard of you guys heard of snot bricks before, but these are snot brick plates. Got a bunch of those. You also got these 1x1 rounded pieces with the hollow stud connection in both gold and translucent orange and gunmetal and black. Cool. We got like these kind of clip pieces, which can coincide with these ones, both in gunmetal. We got a bunch in here, here's like the spread out. But we got a couple more in silver, as well as one of these pieces as well in silver. We also got hinges and clips and stuff in gunmetal. We got them in black. Got more brackets in various sizes. Simple 1x1 plates and stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Like one of these pieces. Like, got a lot of cool stuff. And also, to cap off this portion, this baggie, we also got a couple of these hinge pieces in gunmetal. That's really cool to get in that color. There's a lot of like interesting small pieces in here, which is good for me, but also it's double-ended sword. It's good for me. It's good that this comes with so many like fun parts, but it's just gonna make this video so long. But let's go ahead and pour out this next baggie. Okay, we got more stuff in here. Here we have more of these uniquely molded snot plates, but they only have studs. They only have stud on one side. We got a bunch of these gold tooth pieces. They're made of a more solid plastic, as well as some in black. And we also got these sort of pyramid pieces, both in the translucent orange and in gold. And also, whoa. What the? This is is this what I think it is? It connects to, hold on just a minute. What? Oh my. I need more of this. So what it is, it's basically it's basically a singular ball joint that you connect by inserting a bar connection into the connection, and you can have that. What? Now, I've seen this part before for this size of ball joint, where it is basically just the ball joint and then you insert an axle into there. Never in my life have I ever expected to see a mixel joint variant of this piece. That is, I'm just speechless. I am just speechless. And it comes with at least 2 of them, maybe more. That's just really interesting. That is so cool. And also, like, these other clip pieces. Wow, like, that is interesting. I only see 2 of these, but, like, that is not a piece I ever expected. I'm imagining so many uses for these. These pieces are, yes, absolutely yes for those parts. Crazy. On to the next bag. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Pour this bag of parts. And oh look, we have our, like, okay. So yeah, like, we have these. We have 4 of these, and these are the other side of these pieces, so you can just attach them together and have your gold hinge like plates. Now Lego does have this part. I don't think they've made this part in gold, but I do know for the fact that they produce these parts. Produce these parts pre-assembled. But yeah, that's really cool. We got at least a couple of these pieces, which basically was what I was explaining earlier with this, where it's basically just this piece, but for the larger ball joint. It is still just absolutely insane to see. Now this is the variant that you can shove an axle all the way through, whereas this one you only have it in a part way. But hey, there's a benefits to not seeing the axle from most angles. This piece is absolutely insane. Yikes. Got a bunch of these, at least a bunch of these gold, got at least a few of these gold, spike pieces in this more solid plastic rather than the softer, rubberier kind of plastic that Lego usually makes these spikes in, as well as a couple in silver. And here is, and in this baggie we have all of the left variant counterparts to all of these parts that I was just that I showed earlier. So basically, all the parts, so basically all the variants I showed with this piece, mirror that. Double that, like basically that with this side as well. Ooh, got curved pieces. We got like flat and curved pieces too, as well as a whole bunch of 1x2 pieces, both in black and gunmetal. Got these, yeah, absolutely a bunch of these. Oh, and one of these. It's the Mixel ball. It's the Mixel like ball joint piece, the more horizontal look, and it's in black. Really cool. Yeah. We also got this. Very nice. And like an axle. This one looks more. This axle piece looks more like Legos than what I usually see from this part in various other sets. And the rest of this is in other like off-brand Lego sets, yeah. And the rest of this is like other simple stuff. On to the next bag. Boom. First of all, gold tooth pieces. These gold toothed 1x2 plates. Nice. Boat pieces in orange. Translucent orange. Ooh, got some Mixel socket pieces in black. Got a couple of the vertical kind and a bunch of the horizontal kind. Got a few of these hinge pieces in gold. Got dish piece in gold. That's really cool. Like these sort of armory, these sort of like texturing fin pieces in gunmetal. Hinge piece in gunmetal. Inverted curve pieces in gunmetal. 3 length bar connections. More brackets and Technic pieces and things. Gunmetal hinge pieces. A lot of gunmetal parts. Yeah, more gunmetal than I was expecting. As well as snot bricks. Like lots of gunmetal. Was not expecting this much gunmetal. But I'm not complaining. And then we reach our final bag. So let's go ahead and get this open. Let's show this off. Ooh. We got a couple of these pieces in translucent orange, as well as in gunmetal, as well as like the very cool stuff. 4 of these, which are these sort of macaroni, like axle, like you connect these together using axle connections, Technic axles. Got 4 of these macaroni pieces in translucent orange. That's nice. Got some curve pieces in gunmetal. Got a couple. Yeah, we got a few of these lightning bolt pieces in black. So that's cool. We got a bunch of these, which are these vertical style Mixel ball joints. A lot of them in these vertical style. Nice. And there's a bunch more parts in here. Like, got this sort of wedge like plate thing in translucent red. Very nice. We got this part in translucent blue, this translucent light blue color. That's really cool. That's nice to see. Got more of these pieces in black along with the red one. One of each of these, which are just the lighter gray, as well as a bunch in both sides in gunmetal gray. Got more brackets, more snot bricks. Got more brackets. Technic adaptable piece brick. These rounded pieces, like these pieces. Can't even. These, wow, tiles in gunmetal. That's neat. Nice. And 2x2s in both gunmetal and black. So yeah, like, whoa, like, wow. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, like, absolutely stunning. And that is it for the unboxing portion of this. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. So, here we go. We can just drop down there. And that is everything included in this sort of set. Overall, the unboxing experience was pretty good. Got some really nice like high quality instructions. Got a couple like sprue, like got like a lot of these like chain link pieces, as well as the chain link end pieces on a couple of these sprues, which is not bad in my opinion. I'm honestly okay with the sprue cutting and stuff. It also comes with its own uniquely designed brick separator, that's really cool. And all of the pieces, whoa. You also got like these sort of loincloth pieces. I believe these are going to like become. Yeah, I see that these can like become like the hip skirts and loincloth. So that's really cool. They do feel nice. But all the parts that are in here, like, first of all the gold, the color used for the gold is not only similar, is somehow similar to both LEGO's official gold and the bootleg gold at the same time, which is absolutely insane. This gold works with anything. This like shade of gold works with anything, which is surprising. You got a nice variety of parts in gold. Got some really cool parts and things in gold. We got some really cool things. We got a bunch of really cool pieces, like almost all of the translucent orange parts are like super unique pieces that I haven't seen LEGO do before. Aside from these boat pieces, yeah, like all of the translucent orange stuff is like very unique. The like least impressive color in here is probably the light gray, and it's all in colors that all the parts in here are in this color are like parts that we've had before. But I was not expecting so much gunmetal. the amount of gunmetal in here is absolutely crazy, and I'm honestly loving it. Got a lot of really nice gunmetal in here, and even the black parts, which are usually often, which I guess would usually for like brick sets, for like more system based off-brand Lego sets like this, I would expect to not have a whole lot of unique black pieces, but no, there's like a whole bunch of parts in here that aren't usually in black. You got some completely unique parts in here, like the snot plates and the even and like yeah, and even like the mixel joints and stuff, the double-sided stud like stud things, to this piece, which is beautiful. I need to get me more of these. This part, where have you been? I don't need to use you. I need to start using you in mocks. In some of my mocks. That is beautiful. So overall, like a really, like an unbelievable amount of like fun and like a lot of fun parts and fun colors. Got some completely like outstanding parts in here. And as far as them walking together goes, like hand feel, they do feel nice. Like not quite up to Lego's like plastic quality, but it still feels alright. It still feels pretty good. I have no doubts that most, if not all, of these parts are going to lock together completely fine with no issue. But I will, of course, let you know if I do come across any issue with locking them together. And I honestly can't wait to get this set put together and like show you and like tell you what I think of this set when it's fully built. This, like, overall, this is, like, for a long while, for those who remember, my older, Lego bootleg videos, I believe my favorites, I believe, like, the best unboxing experience I have of a bootleg set prior to this was probably the Invasion from Under Evo sets, for those who remember that. This one honestly tops that in terms of just unboxing experience, despite not having the box itself. It's honestly like really good. This is beautiful. This set right here takes the cake for my personal best unboxing experience when it comes to unboxing these like off-brand Lego sets. In terms of that, this is the best I've come across so far. And I might come across more, but like this is beautiful. And with that, I think that'll be it for this unboxing. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.